This is crazy. During a recent Kamala Harris rally in Massachusetts, Secret Service agents appeared to put tape over the lens of a security camera and enter a closed salon while alarms blared, all to use a bathroom. Basically, a Massachusetts salon owner, Alicia Powers, decided to close her business for the day when Harris scheduled her fundraiser nearby at the end of July. Per Business Insider, recently released security footage shows a person dressed as a Secret Service agent taping the security camera outside the salon. Powers told Insider, quote, "There were several people in and out for about an hour and a half just using my bathroom. The alarms going off, using my counter with no permission." Powers said that she felt, quote, violated and, quote, disrespected. A Secret Service spokesperson confirmed to USA Today that the woman in the security footage was an agent, but said that the agent did not access the salon. The spokesperson said, quote, "Our personnel would not enter or instruct our partners to enter a business without the owner's permission." Nonetheless, representatives for the Secret Service reached out to Powers to apologize. So this is not how eminent domain works. Any governmental employee cannot just seize access to a business. People are saying that Secret Service were the ones who picked the lock. This is some accounts of the story. Powers obviously can't determine who picked the lock because the Secret Service agent covered the camera. And this comes after Trump's assassination attempt. Is the Secret Service trying to shirk some kind of accountability of how they operate during events they're supposed to secure?
Yes. This is crazy. Thank you for calling this story to our attention. This isn't even eminent domain. This is like, what is it that the Third Amendment to the Constitution
Quartering
prohibits?
soldiers?
Yes,
Yes.
right? This isn't
Yeah.
it. You can't do that. They can't just violate someone's. You gotta ask to use the. I mean, look, I appreciate that they're on the job, and working people need access to facilities. That's why they bring out the portable facilities for people doing road work and things like that, so they don't have to ask people to use their homes, and that it should be made easier for working people to have their needs met in that way. But you can't just barge into someone's residence and then tape the security cameras so they don't catch you. That's some juvenile shit.
I wonder how common of a practice it is for Secret Services operating in an area. Perhaps there was an agent posted near the door, so they were like, "I'm securing the area, so there's no need for this camera." Still, they shouldn't be able to do that. Yeah. But how common is it that they are covering up security cameras? And if not Secret Service, and if a Secret Service agent wasn't there preventing people from entering the business, they just covered the security camera of, who was going in and out? Who are the people that are on the security camera using the bathroom? Thankfully, it sounds like nothing was stolen. So it's not like this was a group of people trying to commit some kind of property crime, just using the bathroom. At the end of the day, I will say, we need more access to public restrooms in America. It's very difficult to use the bathroom unless you're spending money somewhere.
Sure. If this was a one-off, whatever, it would be a funny story. A funny story and a obvious violation of someone's property rights and a bad thing. But this is a time where the Secret Service is obviously under a lot of deserved scrutiny for what went wrong in Pennsylvania when Donald Trump was nearly assassinated, when there appeared to be many security lapses. Now, he discussed it with Elon Musk just this week, again, what happened to him that night, and he was very thankful to, that day, rather, it wasn't at night, was very thankful to the Secret Service agents who pulled him to the ground and protected him, but notes that we have a lot of questions about how they could have not secured that rooftop where the gunman shot from. They said that was outside the perimeter, as AOC asked a great question when the Secret Service head was grilled. Well, if the distance from which you can use that weapon to shoot and that was well within the range that someone can make that shot quite easily. It was not a difficult shot. It was a more difficult shot for the Secret Service person that killed the sniper who killed the shooter. Now he's a sniper, so he made the shot. One shot killed him. The assassin did not have a difficult shot given the distance and that weapon. So why would that not have been included in the perimeter? Why the delay in letting Trump's Secret Service detail the people with him by the stage to pull him down? So this is not at all similar to that, but it's, we like to think of the Secret Service as this kind of competent, invincible Kingsguard, as it were, and maybe they're just like any other government agency.
Yeah, I think people need more from the Secret Service as to why this happened. I would be satisfied with an explanation of, we cover security cameras in the area in case someone's monitoring, planning something, plotting something, and they're using their proximity to wherever the target would be in order to, I don't know, attack them in some way. Like, there needs to be some logical reason for why this camera was covered. Because obviously the first conclusion is, well, the Secret Service is under scrutiny and they want to shirk public accountability in some way. So it's very good that this woman released the camera footage to Business Insider, or knew to go to the media and press, because that's what you should do. You don't get a lot of accountability for things like this. If she was just like, hey, Secret Service, I have a video that looks like you doing this, they wouldn't be inclined to do much of anything. But now, because it's coming from the media, now people are going to start questioning what happened that day, how frequently is this happening. Now I think, we're more likely to get some kind of clarity from the Secret Service because she leaked this footage to the press.
Yeah, and you say about covering up the cameras, that's always, whenever a government agency, people say, they want less transparency, that's always a tell. That's always an alarm. Usually, it's not that they need to, nobody can see what they're doing. Yeah, this doesn't cut it with me. We need to know, police body cams are a good idea, and they can be protective of the police.
Yeah.
Because if the police get falsely accused of something, or they have an interaction with someone, and someone says, you drew on me for, whatever, you were in the wrong, well, the camera can help acquit them if that's the case. These are public servants who are, trusted, who are given a very important duty and should be, well compensated and well protected and well regarded, but have to also then serve competently and with scrutiny from the public and from accountability agencies.
I have to say, it would be fascinating if this became some kind of lawsuit where the Secret Service was sued for their action that day, because she's not able to figure out who broke into her salon because of their actions. People did break in. And you have a right to private property in the United States. And so I can imagine a world where there's a lawsuit and the Supreme Court has to make some kind of ruling, like, does this count as quartering soldiers? Does this count as the U.S. government, the federal government, violating a private citizen's right to privacy? There are so many constitutional implications to this. It seems like some kind of violation of basic liberties.
Yeah, people joke that there's no, there's a Second Amendment defense group, there are First Amendment defense groups. For the other, there's no Third Amendment defense group, because that's one the government generally has stopped violating since in the last 200 years. But occasionally you do have examples of, for police raids or police purposes, having someone's house taken over briefly, and whether that's a violation of the Third Amendment is something I've heard some of my very libertarian-minded constitutional scholars debating. More Rising right after this.